Hey everybody, it's me Sean, and welcome to Mashinky. Hello, Many. Many is here. Good to see you. Oh, you know what I never remember to do? I never remember to put the reminder in the Discord. Not that I think it really would make much of a difference, but might have been nice to get that reminder in there. Oh well, that's how it goes. See, there we go. False Phoenix says it. Discord reminder. Always forget that. And now, I guess I could try to get it in there real quick while we're just getting started. So if you're watching this on VOD, go ahead and skip ahead a couple of minutes. Always takes me a few minutes to get going here. Anyways, I like to give everybody a chance to show up and say hi. Hello, Armadillo Hero. Good to see ya. Boy, it's hard to talk and type at the same time. At here, stream starting. There we go. There's the reminder. Now everybody's gotten their reminder. I am so bad about that. Axel says, oh, he has mods now. Gamer Game Dev says hello. Hello, Gamer Game Dev. Thank you for showing up. Armadillo Hero says many days without a stream and then 4 days in a row. Not 4 days in a row, but 4 days in a fairly short period of time. I'm trying to get onto a regular schedule again. We'll see how it goes. But it's, you know, I've got a lot going on, and but my parents are doing better now. My arm is doing better now. Basically, all the stuff that was messed up is better now. So today we are playing Mashinky, which is a brand new game that just came out, and this is a railroad tycoon type of transport tycoon deluxe type of game, and somehow the game was saved successfully. That's weird, but we're not even playing. I don't really know how it would yeah, anyways, here we go. Hello everybody. Thank you for showing up. We're gonna play a new game. Let's get started. So one thing I think needs to be balanced a little bit is how the terrain is set up with this. We're gonna start with a medium-sized map, and we're going low density on everything. I think that actually gives us a pretty good amount of all of the stuff that we want to have. So let's just click new game and get going here. The tool workshop generates tokens that you need to further progress throughout the game. So I was right in calling the money and stuff tokens as opposed to like money or whatever. Alright, so we've got our first two quests. Let's pause the game here real quick. We've got our first passengers, so we get a reward for transporting passengers, and then of course we want to advance to the next technological era, which will cost us 100 lumber and 100 coal, so it's gonna be a little while before we generate those, but that's actually pretty affordable once we start getting going. So you can see right here we've got a pretty decent couple of towns right here that we could easily transport passengers between, but I don't think we're gonna. I like to do at least 3 towns maybe. Looking over at the chat here, Wesley asks if I know a good Tycoon game. Yep. Now is not the time for me to think about that, though. Gamer Game Dev says, can I name one station after you? No, I'm not going to be naming stuff after people in this game. Armadillo Hero says, can I play in the game Train Station, the game on rails? I've never heard of it. Ooh. A couple of... So, you know, we could connect these 2 towns. We could connect up this town as well. So, you know what? This might be a pretty good starting spot for our passengers. What do we have going on? Oh, and look over here. We have all of our industrial needs right in this little area here, too. So, you know what? I feel like we have a pretty good start going on right here. So, let's connect up Huntingdonshire and Basingstoke-Dean. Weird. Manny says this game is a good tycoon game. I agree. It's not out yet though, so you know I wouldn't in case you have to wait a couple of weeks before this game comes out, but I definitely would recommend this game when it comes out. Like, it is ready to go right now. You don't have to wait. Oh my gosh, we have a third town down here too. So many towns in this one. Did I not set it to low density? It's giving us an embarrassment of riches. All right. So you got a couple stations there, and I'm going to put a third station in over here. There we go. Let's build some rails to connect those up. So I might want to go up to that town too. Although I guess I could just set up a second station if I want to do that. So you know what, I'm not going to mess around with that right now. Let's set, I always want to have a passing lane set up at the very start, at the entry to each of the stations there, so that way you can get multiple trains going through with no problem. Now, how are we going to have these three stations match up? If I Surprise Yeti and Sly are here. Hello, you two. Thank you for showing up. So I'm gonna definitely need a spot where they can all kind of meet in the middle. Can I fit a passing station in here? Not quite. So if I do that, I think I need that much space to do a transition like that. Very good. All right, so then I'm going to want to have this one is actually going to need to come all the way down here, weirdly. So I don't need that. That really? Let's find out. All right. Go like that, and then give it a few more squares for the passing lane. I'm just going to keep this one at a diagonal, and it needs to connect up to there, right? Okay, like that. That's easy enough. And then we'll put you back on there. And then we're going to need you to split off here and do another passing lane. Do that right there. Gosh, I may as well just make that 2 ways the whole way, but oh well, it's all right. Save a little bit of time. And I have the passing lane there, and then this is, oh shit, this is right on top of the station. Well, I'm not going to be able to fit a passing. I'm not even going to be able to connect this station up, let alone have a passing lane in there. And I've wasted all that money on that station, but no crying over spilt milk. Put the station in over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. And then we need to just bring this around like this. And then we'll put a, whoops, put a passing lane in here. Like that. And we'll just run that all the way up to here. Will that work? Very good. Okay. And we're going to put a signals. So we need a signal for that direction. Signal for that direction. Signal going that away. All right. Well, that's not really what I wanted. There we go. Signal going that away. Very good. Over here, going up. Going down. Dang it. I never get these right. It's like I'm flipping a coin, how often I get them right. Bottom side, top side. There we go, top side. And over here, same thing. Bottom, top. Oh, too many. And on this one, we're at there and there. Fantastic. Ah, look at that. I actually did something right for a change. Okay. Everything sound good? Is the audio quality good? Video quality good? All that stuff. I switched recording software today. So we're using OBS Studio as opposed to OBS, which probably doesn't really mean much unless you've been following the Discord chat where I kind of had a mental breakdown this morning. But let me know how everything sounds, how the video looks. If you see any problems or anything, I guess let me know so I can freak out again. All right, so here's train number 1. This train will go from here to here. Start. I said start. I guess I have to unpause it first. All right. Surprise Yeti says everything is okay. Thank you, Surprise Yeti. Manny gives me a thumbs up and a okay symbol. Cool. Yep. Thank you, Gamer Game Dev. I appreciate it. The time we were really running into problems is when I was doing stuff like this, and it would get really janky, and it was very frustrating. So thankfully, Manny and Manny and Surprise Yeti and False Phoenix came in and offered me some great advice, and everybody helped out solving my problems, and I was very happy. So thank you to all of them, and thank you just in general to all my great viewers, because everybody is very helpful and nice for the most part. There's train number 2, and then I will set up train number 3. Funak says the wind sound is kind of loud. That's me talking. I know it sounds like a lot of hot air, but it's just my voice. Very funny. Oh gosh, I'm a funny guy. All right, so we're gonna have this train go from here to, this other one's going up to here, right? It is indeed. Great. So from there to there, start it up. As soon as you start a train that stopped at a signal, it says that it's been stopped there for a long time. Hey, Michael, good to see you, buddy. And he says it sounds good to him as well. So thank you. I'm glad everything is sounding great. All the balances are good. Dalen9 says one problem. I'm not having fun yet. Oh, I'm having fun. I'm definitely having fun. Manny says the only gripe with the game is the rough click whoosh sound when trains arrive. Yes, I tend to agree with that. That is a little annoying. Actually, I was watching Foxy Fern's thing, and she thought it was a glitch. So, okay, I'm going to turn the sound down just a little bit then. All right. I know, Funek, you were talking about the wind. I was just being sarcastic. All right, let's turn it into beautiful mode here, and we will. Oh, now see, now that is loud. We can blow our own horn though. Ender Rifter says, "Blah." Well, I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but thanks, I guess. Watch out the window here, and I'm going, oh, I guess you have to keep that window open to watch out the window. But I'm going to turn those sounds down just a little bit. There we go. You guys want to hear me talk more than the game making all those silly noises, so. All right, anyways, we have got our passenger service in action. Ender says it's just like Sid Meier's Railroads, if anybody still remembers that. Yeah. I like this better than Sid Meier's Railroads, but I can see the comparison. It is a yeah, there are similarities. Like the scale is similar. I definitely think the scaling could use some work in this. All right, we can collect our passenger reward here. That's $100. Ka-ching. Surprise Yeti thinks that I woke his neighbors. Gosh, I hope not. I didn't realize I was that loud. Surprise Yeti, hello. Thank you for your help earlier as well with the problems that I was having. I'm glad I was able to get those resolved. One thing I like about this, which is an unusual thing about this game, but the way that the money and stuff is abstract. So you make your money in tokens instead of like dollars, and there will also be tokens for like the lumber and the coal and all that stuff that we deliver. So it's not really going to be delivered in like dollar amounts or anything. It's a little strange, but I like it. It's really interesting, if you ask me. So we are going to have. We're going to connect the sawmill to the tool works, and that'll be easy. And then we're going to want the. So I think we'll put a station right here next to the sawmill, like that. Let's see, station there. So I'm going to want to have forests through here. So it looks like, I don't know quite what's going on, but Funak and so Ender, if what they're saying is true about what you were saying, just mind your language. I want to try to keep things like PG, you know, like friendly in here, and no slurs or bad language or anything like that. Yeah, try, and you know, I don't want anybody to have to get kicked out or anything for speaking inappropriately. So if I run from here, I guess I could run a diagonal line up to here. I could run a straight line down through here to connect these two. You know, there's not really a penalty for how slow, for like, you don't need to deliver stuff quickly or anything. So there's not really a penalty for having it take up a little extra space. I guess there's a penalty in that you have to pay more for rail, you know. But aside from that, although now I set this up too close to the thing, because I'm not going to be able to get a passing lane. Although I can put a passing lane. Never mind. I can put a passing lane on this line here. Great. So we'll connect that up, and then we're going to put a passing lane right there, like that, and then we'll put a passing lane at the entryway here. And once again, I may as well have just like made it a double track the entire way. I suppose what I could do is have it split off here to go, because it's going to have to, well, no, the tool works will just connect from the back of the station. Oh, Surprise Yeti has got a new nickname, Psy. Funak has established it. I don't know that is canon yet, but all right. We have signal. This game should be called Signal Simulator, because you have to build lots and lots of signals. Now, it really scared me the first time that the ground turned gray like that, and I thought like there was a graphical glitch or something. but it's just because it snowed. So there's just a bunch of snow on the ground. All right, so we've got a new train here that will carry logs from here to here. Okay, let's try that again. I think I forgot to, I didn't click the plus button the first time around. Carry logs from here, there we go, to here. Beautiful, I like it. And you can start. And what was our coal mine is down here? How am I going to get the coal mine to connect up to this line? So I think I'm going to want to have a passing lane here. Like that. And then I want to have a Y junction here. Alright. And hey, look at that. It comes pretty much straight into where the coal thing is. Go down like that and run. Okay, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Just erase those. There we are. Put a straight, there we go, do that. Very good. And then you're going to be 1, 2, 3. There's a passing lane like that. And then we need a passing lane on this side. There we go. Very good. There you go. Michael says, with all those passing lanes, wouldn't it be cheaper to simply make a single circular track? Possibly. I've just been doing the passing lanes a lot. The circular track, yeah, I don't know. I'm still playing around with it, but I've considered that. Andrew asks, how do I feel about this game with regards to being a modern open transport tycoon deluxe, having played a bit now? Like, I really like the game, so I'll put that first. Is it going to be a modern transport tycoon deluxe? I don't think so. And you'll see why as you should be able to see why by the end of the stream. But the way that the industries and stuff are, it's very abstract, and give me a second here with these signals. Okay, so we take these logs up here to the lumber mill, right? And it makes lumber. And then we're gonna take the lumber down, or no, I guess it'll be up. We're gonna take the lumber up here to the tool mill, and then it'll turn the lumber into like a lumber commodity, which will be like our cash down here, and we'll be able to spend that lumber. But that's it, that's the end of the line. We don't have to, it doesn't make tools, and we don't have to then deliver those tools to a town. So it like a transport tycoon, I would think you would then have to take those tools and deliver them to a town and then get paid in cash. So in that sense, yeah, it's not. But if you think of it as its own game and don't look at it in the way that you expect it to be, I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it's definitely worthwhile. Funak points out one of my biggest complaints about this game is the scaling, basically. He says, I don't like how far apart those tracks have to be, and I definitely agree. The scaling on this game is like the only complaint I have about it. And this, so, you know, when I set the game up, that's why I set everything up to sparse. If I had set it up to a higher density, like all this stuff would be even more crowded together, and it would be so difficult to set up the tracks. Like, I feel like these squares should be at least 1/4 the size, or, you know, a little smaller. Now, everybody needs to keep in mind, this is early access. It's not even early access yet. This is pre-early access. So the game hasn't even been released yet. And it has, has the entire early access cycle to go through. So, think of what RimWorld was like in Alpha 1. Think of what Factorio was like in Alpha 1. We can't really judge entirely how this game will be based on how it is right now. So, just, I'm just saying, we do want to be considerate of that. So I already think I need to go through and make some changes here. Because I forgot about this coal. The coal needs to go up to the coal needs to go up. Sorry, I'm not very good at talking and playing at the same time, which is not a very good thing for somebody who's trying to run a YouTube channel. The coal needs to go up to that factory at the top there. So I need to have a little junction in here to basically branch off to go up to here. So now I can still come back through this station, I think, without really having. Well, let's see if I can make this work. Cross over like that and go up there, and then I can have this one go up like that. Okay, that's fine. So this will allow it to come back down like this. Okay, great. So I want to put a signal there, and then here I'm going to need to have, there we go, like this. Now, see, I really like the challenge of having to make these little junctions work. Now, why won't it go? Why won't it go through to this? This is open. It definitely should go through to that. Ignore next signal. Surprise Yeti has got to go. Hey, Surprise Yeti, thank you so much for showing up. Really appreciate you being here. Lord Lovecraft, hey, hello. I hadn't even see you here. Manny says for something that's called the Transport Tycoon game that's way too focused on trains. Yeah, the plan is to make it have other transport types. But right now, it's definitely focused on trains. Funak says there could be actual double rail tracks available for one tile instead of having to build single tracks next to each other. Yeah, that'd be good. Michael says maybe they will include a double rail tile set for bypasses in the future so the rails are close. Funak says some people really love trains. Yep, that's me. I love trains. Might be a weirdo. Lord Lovecraft asks if you can derail the trains, leaving dozens dead and countless more injured. Nope. Can't do that. Okay, I've got something funny in my thing set up there. I have not seen any derailings or explosions or anything like that. Bye, Surprise Yeti. Yep. Thank you for showing up. Okay. I'm all caught up on the chat now. All right. Hopefully I have these signals set up properly. I'm not quite sure. I think that because I had it in this square, it looked at this whole section here. So there was some sort of confusion there. All right, there we go. And then we're going to run this line up here. I guess I should probably place the station first. It's going to be awfully tight trying to get it in there like that. If I put the station like that, there we go. Then I'm going to have to curve this down like this, and that. And you're going to come out of here like that. So we'll match you up there. And then we're going to need to come out of there and connect up to these guys over here. So do that. And then we'll run a double line. Can I run a double line? Nah. I'd have to, yeah, I'd have to come off of there and go like that. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, and I probably would be better off having, like, making this all one section instead of having two little, little bypass things here. But that's fine. It's set up the way it is. All right. Have we, oh, we delivered our logs, so we have a reward there. Great. Manny says the way the train stops at the middle of a junction, we might see some derailing. Michael asked if I could try deleting a rail in front of a fast-moving train to see how it reacts. Sure. Hopefully it doesn't like crash the game or anything. See if we can find a fast-moving train. Maybe over in our passenger area, where they have enough space to get moving. I'll delete a rail in front of this one. I don't know how fast the train is moving. I do have it on slow speed, so. Oh, hey, there we go. So you can derail trains. All right, well, lesson learned. Now what do we do? Do I have to delete the whole thing? Well, I guess, yeah. I don't know that that's a good lesson. Vehicle in the way. Well, that may be a very, very bad lesson, because it may have screwed up our entire, can still reverse it. Oh, what the? Did it? So, you derail your train and you lose the entire thing. Well, I hope that was worth it for you guys. Not that we're not like in any danger of going broke or anything. But, yep, so you can derail your trains. Okay, so this train goes between those two towns. Which must mean this train goes between these two towns? What? Orders. You go from station 2 to station 3. Alright. And you go from station 0 to station 3. So station 0 to station 2 is what I need. Alright, engines. There we go. Orders. Go here. Go here. Start. Close those down. Many asked if it was in the depot now. Yeah, it didn't seem to be. That was the first thing I looked for, but the little train thing right there wasn't showing up. But now that we're back over here with the passengers, it does remind me, it's very easy to increase your catchment area. So we've got this waiting room here, and if we add the waiting room to our station, suddenly it has a much larger catchment area, and we can get a bunch more passengers to queue up. So we're going to go ahead and do that with each of our stations. And I can't quite get everything in there. You can't have it kitty corner, unfortunately. Sure would like to get that church, but we can't, I guess. And over here at station 3, same thing. Extension, waiting room. Guess it doesn't really, nope, it does go out one more if I do that, but we're gonna go ahead and just put it right there. All right, that'll get us lots and lots more passengers. Minnie asks if towns grow. They do. I'm not entirely sure. It seems like right now they grow at the end of each era, and they don't grow organically throughout the game, but I haven't watched closely enough to see that, but it seems like they do. So yeah, and new buildings will pop up, like mail or post offices will post up in the towns, and you'll be able to start carrying mail. So that'll be coming up before too long. All right, so we've got lumber. We need to deliver timber to the tool works, great. And so we kind of have that set up here. I need to set up a train for that. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna put these on it. And we're going to set the instructions to go from here to here, and we're gonna click start. And then we're actually going to go ahead and start up our coal train as well. We have one of those. Whoops, did not mean to do that. And then we're going to put 5 of those on there. And we're going to tell it to go from here. Do a full load on that one. Now, I believe you can set, I haven't tried it yet, but it looks like you can set waypoints. So I'm going to set a waypoint there to make sure it doesn't try to go through the station. Through this station. Because that would seem like the shorter route. Alright. You're going to start up. Should be coal. Cheshire Cat Universe says, I should do Transport Fever. I did do a Transport Fever Let's Play quite a while back. I'm thinking about doing another one. It's on my, it's something I've got planned. But, you know, like, I've got so many games to play, I can only play so many. Let's watch this train go by here while I try to catch up on the chat a little bit. Michael says, thank you for crashing the train. I was expecting it to simply stop, but it's nice they included it already. Yeah, I thought it was just going to stop too, so I'm glad you asked, because I almost didn't do it, because I'm like, nah, it's just going to stop. We don't need to waste our time. But if I had known it was going to destroy my train, I would have been like, no, I'm not going to do that, because it's going to destroy my train, and I'm going to have to replace it, which is expensive. But in the end, it worked out just fine, so that was fun. All right. Oh, see, now here we get a quest that's a little more tricky to fill out. We need to deliver 1,000 logs from this forest. Is this forest part of our lumber setup? It is not. So, the drawback, so like delivering 1,000 logs, yeah, that's easy. Just set up the thing between that and the sawmill, right? But it's not actually that easy, because you have to then deliver them from the sawmill to a tool factory. But luckily, this one is on our route, so great. Never mind. Never mind. This one is all ready to go for our main line that's up here. So very fortunate on that one, I would say. Let's, we have enough money, so we can go ahead and extend this line down here. Manny says the fact that a train can crash makes it more likely for me to play it. So you're just excited about the potential for train disasters? Hey, you know, I mean, everybody's got to decide what they like best about a game. Oh, good. I can curve that around like that. There we go. Now, is this on the same? Oh my gosh, I got it right for a change. Good job, me. Okay, there's where it connects. Little lane there. Do another one up here. Like that, very good. Some signals in there. Signal Tycoon. There we go, and like that. And then coming back up to here. Can have a long stretch where there's no passing, but that's okay. I think we can handle it. Eventually we'll have so much money we can just double line all this and it won't be a big deal. All right, great. Go ahead and may as well use our depot here to get the train going. So now we have some lumber, and we could buy this train, which costs lumber instead of money. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Throw one of those on there, and then we'll put the 5 wagons here. How well does this fit in the station with 5 wagons? Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe we can fit a 6. You know what? I'm going to try it. If it doesn't quite fit, we're going to have to call it back into the depot, unfortunately. But we'll give it a shot and see what happens. So you're going to go there, and then you're going to drop off up here, and you're going to start. And I'm definitely going to need a second one of those trains. That train will not keep up with it by itself. Let's buy another one of those. And we'll try this one with 6 cars as well, because I'm a fool. It's going to finish up there. It's going to start down here. And I'm just going to do that to switch those around. And that should be good. We'll go ahead and start it. Close those down. You know what? I made one mistake here. Yeah. So I'm going to need to make an adjustment to our station here. Ah, look at that. Looks like it just fits in the thing. So great. Glad to know. Noah says he likes the simplicity yet complexity of this game. I agree. I feel like it's a good mix of simplicity and complexity, and you know, again, the unique nature of the economy and stuff. You know, you can't go into it with the expectations that it's going to be like some other games that you've already played. It's its own thing, and if you can kind of have an open mind about it, I think you'll be better off. If you expect it to be what you've already played, then you know you're gonna have a little trouble with it. That was a big problem with Train Fever. When Train Fever came out, everybody expected it to be Railroad Tycoon or Transport Tycoon, and people got really upset. I was one of the people. Like, the way industry works in Train Fever and Transport Fever is really funny. But then once you kind of get the hang of it, it's like, hey, wait a minute. This is actually pretty cool. The thing I want to do here is I need to get a full load order in there. There we go, great. We're going to do that on this one as well. Minnie says that he really likes the tokens aspect of it. Yeah, me too. It's pretty interesting. Especially, like, you know, because now we're building up these coal tokens because we're delivering coal to the tool factory. And, like, we'll need that coal to be able to make money later. Oh, I forgot to put a signal here. No, I say a signal here, which was blocking this train from being able to use this junction here. So, and that's my coal train, right? And how are we doing on coal down here? We have 175, so I definitely need a second coal train going. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use another one of these big ones on that. So I should be able to fit 6 coal cars onto that one. So it's going to go here and fill up. And then it will go here, and then here, and then here, and then it's done. Okay, great. I don't care. That's just the train I just built. Hasn't had a chance to leave the station yet, and no reason for that. Oh, snow again. That snow is a good reminder to get out of the planning mode and get into realism mode, because the realism mode is so much more attractive than the planning mode. All right, you know what? Let's slow it down a little bit. Let's follow this train. It really is too bad I can't follow this train and close this window. So I could drag it at least. All right. So I like this little branching network that I have up here, even though it is a little confusing. But it seems to be working pretty well. We're not really having any traffic jams or serious backups or anything like that. So it seems like they're doing a pretty good job of being able to turn off and get into the other section. I got to straighten that out. That's just ridiculous having it curve around like that. Just got to wait for that train to get out of the way. There we go. Delivered. Train 9 has stopped at a signal for a long time. Let's go find out what's going on there. Uh-oh. How did that happen? Why is this train stopped? Oh, that's weird. It stopped because I added that new order in. I don't know why it would have, Huh. Alright, how about I do that? Nope. Alright, we'll have to fill that in a minute. Manny says there are 2 really obvious features I'm missing. Copying trains and naming stations after their destinations. Yes, I agree on both counts, especially the copying trains. That's kind of annoying. Unra256 says, hi, when will you expand your main line to a double line? Is that a thing? I don't think you can do that. If that's something you can do, like, let me know how. But as far as I know, the only way to make a double line is like what I've got going on here with our little passing lanes. Oh wait, train 9, are you still? That's the one that was stopped, right? No. Oh, well, train 9 was stopped at a signal because the train in front of it was stopped because it was just dumb. Is that this one? Looks like that's this one. Train 4? Right. Train 4 is the one where the full load thing confused me. Okay, good. Should be good now. Amunra says, I mean 2 directions on 2 tracks without the passing lanes. Like where? You know what I mean? Like I need the passing lanes here because I have this junction. I suppose I could try to set up a junction. Set it up like this to where both lanes will connect up there. I wonder if there's going to be a way I can make this work. Whoops, shit. No, I don't need to delete all that. I just need to delete these little bits. All right. Oh, don't derail. Thank you. All right, so if I have a signal here for going down and a signal there for going up. Actually, I don't think I want to have that one there. I don't know that this is going to be any better than what I already had, to be honest. I mean, it's definitely more complicated than what I already had, but I'm not going to be able to run a train going down this way and a train going up that way at the same time. But, like, it doesn't hurt anything. And it's definitely worth a shot. But, yeah, I don't think this is going to be an improvement. I'm not really... I suppose I would run this one to go up there. And this one goes like that. And I still need this one going there. And then I would have to have this one be able to connect down to there. So I don't see too much how that would speed anything up. And like this junction right here, I really can't redo it all. I'd have to tear out. I'd have to move the station. Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna mess around with any of that. But thank you for the question. You know, it was definitely worth considering. One thing that would be worthwhile to do would be to double up the station, I think. Now, I'm not really sure how I'm going to connect all the lines to have the station doubled up. Can I, what is that train doing? Oh, that's the one that picks up. So, oh, okay, and that one was leaving. Got it. I'm going to need to wait a few minutes till this stuff clears out of here before I can really make this work. Let's see. If I have that go like that, then I will need to clear out this signal. And I need to clear out this signal. And I put a like that. And I put a signal here, a signal here. Alright, that'll work. Now, I don't know what that was all about. That's weird. Maybe that was like when it auto-saved or something. Now, what are you doing, buddy? You should not be going this way. Oh, and in order to make this work properly, yeah, that's no good. Shit. So I definitely would need more space to make this work properly because I need to have a blank space in here to put signals at each of the things. Yeah. Yeah, there's a limit to the size of the stations that you can do. Yeah, see here I've got these trains. This train is blocking this train from getting through. And that's because I set them up with the 6 cars on them, which was a bad idea. So I'm going to send you, I'm going to have you ignore your signal, and you're going to go to the depot. I say ignore your signal. It's not paused, right? Why are you not ignoring your signal? Alright, you ignore your signal too. Alright, these trains are not going anywhere. And maybe this train, you know, why don't you ignore your signal? I'm not doing a very good job of ignoring their signals. Shoot. So I did end up with a bit of a traffic jam here. Yeah, the game's like, this train has been at a signal for a long time. No shit, what do you think I'm trying to fix? Oh, the game's paused. Maybe that's why nothing was happening. No, still not going anywhere. Oh boy. So how do I get these guys out of here now? Oh my gosh, what a mess I've gotten myself into. This train is still stuck up here too. How about, I mean, here's an easy fix right here. There we go. Ah, but that's going to cause some problems with these other signals too, isn't it? Alright, you're still going to the depot, right? This train is finally getting to move, so that's good. Minnie says, remove all signals, let anarchy reign. Wonder what would happen in that case. I think I found a solution that'll work here. But I definitely need to cut down the number of cars off of those trains, because my passing lanes are not long enough for them to get through. So hopefully you're still headed to the depot. Oh, I've already got you. And it looks like you are, which is great. Alright, and you? And I still haven't cleared that area out. Now why is the why is this train not able to go through? Like, it should not have any problems. Like, does it stop because there's a train in the station, even though it's not in the same lane? Like, that doesn't make sense. Alexander says, hello, funny Tycoon here, right? I mean, it's definitely fun, that's for sure. It's got some little quirks that we're trying to figure out still. Oh, while those guys are in there, let's see if I can set up a double entrance deal for this one as well. Yeah, there's a signal in the way, so I need to get rid of that. And I should be able to put signals on there like that. Very good. All right. Should allow that to go through quicker. Michael says 1 circle track all in the same direction with the Y splits off it for station seems like the most efficient for the current build. Yeah, maybe. Oh, hey. How did that train with 6 cars get back up here? Did I forget to send it to the depot? Alright, I'm going to sell off one of these cars. There we go. And you're going to start back up. And I need to pay attention to this train here. Yeah, so why won't this train go up into... Oh, I know why. It's because there needs to be a signal here. I really can't make it any shorter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5 things long. And I can't... I'd have to kind of redo this whole junction. I mean, I guess I could just redo the whole junction. It's kind of gonna end up having to be the got it, Robin. The signal divides trains into blocks, so even if the lane splits, the block continues until the next signal. Probably why the train didn't enter the station. I can understand why this train isn't entering this station, because this train was in the block that it couldn't enter into. But earlier we had a train that wouldn't enter in from up here. I didn't quite understand that. I'm going to have to basically remodel this whole track starting down here to be able to get this to run through efficiently. But fortunately we have lots of money and plenty of time, so it's not like we can't do that. But I do want to, like, I should have stopped that train. I do kind of want to stop any trains from coming up. Oh, why are you going to the depot? You don't need to go to the depot. You're just fine. So, wait a minute. Yeah, no, you're fine. You don't need to go to the depot. Why are you going... Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, weird. Did not know you could put that in as an order. I just want you to go to Station 6. Silly game. Oh, boy. Arico says the game is coming to EA in about 2 weeks for £23 or €23. Sounds reasonable to me. Oh, so we know what the price is going to be? I hadn't seen anything about the price yet. Oh. All right, pause. Okay, time for a major construction spree here. It's probably going to cause all sorts of damage and confusion. Let's let that train move a little bit more. There we go. And I need to erase all this. And I need to get rid of these. Let's see. I need to get rid of this signal. All right. So you're going to go like this. Like this. And like this. And you two are going to connect up here. You are going to connect up here. This is not taking nearly as long as I thought it would. And you're going to go there. Great. All right. Once you get through there, I'm just going to connect you to go through there. Let's give these guys a minute to clear out because I need to redo this whole section too. All right. So here... Goodbye to that. Remove the signals here. You go like that. And then, whoops, nothing there. but you're going to cross over there, you're going to cross over there, and then we're going to put a signal there and a signal there, and then you go up and you go down, and you go down, you go up, you go down, you go up. All right, and that should all work out just fine. Up, down, up, down. That only leaves 3 squares in there. I'm going to move the signal to there instead. Same with this one then. All right. Hopefully this will work, and hopefully that didn't like reset all the routes or anything, you know. I want to undo this section through here. Like that. You're going up like that. And then I'm going to place signals. This wasn't even as expensive as I thought either. All right, there we go. That should work out much better, I hope. We'll see. Skystalker23 says, hello, Sean in chat. Hello, Skystalker23. Oh my gosh, you guys have all sorts of comments in here. Ah, Foxy. Hello, Foxy. Good to see you. Foxy Fern, she has a Let's Play of this up that she posted today as well. We're all having a good time with Mashinky. Foxy asked if this is my 6-hour stream. I don't know about 6 hours. We'll see. Unfortunately, I had to re-record a bunch of stuff today, so I might not stream as much as I thought I would. Probably just going to be our standard 2-hour stream today. We'll see how things look at the end of the 2 hours. It was a good idea, though. I was going to go from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. But I realized that I'm not as much of a superhero as I thought I was. But looks like this is working out okay, except for this train, which... What are you even doing up here, train? You should not be up here. Uh-oh. Hopefully he will be able to get out of here. As a matter of fact, well, this train should be going into that station. Foxy says 6 hours would be intense. I'd have to take a break in the middle for sure. Yeah, I definitely would. Ariko asks if I'm going to play more Oriental Empires in the future. Probably not. Didn't seem to be a very popular game. And also I wasn't very good at it. You know, it's hard to say for sure. But yeah, probably not. Sorry. Gave it a good try. Alright, looks like this train's going to be able to work its way down. Now, do we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is that too long train that I need to get into the depot. Hopefully it can make its way to the depot properly. Foxy, are you still at work? Oh, yeah, of course you're still at work. It's 3 o'clock. Sly says, will I start tap in playing Stellaris maybe? Not sure what tap in means. I don't think I'm gonna do Stellaris. I own Stellaris, but you know. Skystalker says a Stellaris Let's Play would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's a fun game. But, I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to say no for sure, but Sins of a Solar Empire, yeah, I like that game. That's a fun game. mostly want to play games that people want to watch. And, I mean, like, that lots of people want to watch. I'm glad that people in my chat want to watch these games, but I find that if I play those games, they don't really bring in a lot of viewers. So I'm trying to find the right balance between playing games that are fun and that bring in a lot of viewers. And, you know, it's tough. But I'll keep those games in mind. Sabouts has got a Stellaris Let's Play going on right now, where he's playing with the new expansion pack and stuff in it. All right, I'm going to sell one of these cars. There we go. And then I'm going to put you back on your way. Start. Funak says Sean wants to be popular. Yeah, I mean, I want to make stuff that people want to watch. I want to be popular too. But you know what I mean? Like if I'm making something and nobody's watching it, and I could be making something that a lot of people will be watching, seems like I'd be making more people happy if I made something that a lot of people want to watch. I shouldn't go on and on about it. I'm always worried about stuff like that. It's not that important. All right, what? I need to build 3 station extensions. Well, I already had 3 station extensions. I will build a station extension here that will be very beneficial, and that will be the freight station, which will increase the loading speed and the capacity. So there's 1 station extension. We'll put it right there. Oh, how about we go over to our, oh, thank you, Foxy. Foxy says generally anyone who has a YouTube channel wants people to watch their stuff. There's no shame in that. That is true. Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm going to put a bistro in here. Really, why won't you let me put it there? Oh, because I need 100 lumber to build that bistro. Oh my gosh. Marbazier has the Stellaris thing going as well. He watched the first episode and it looks kind of fun with robots and stuff. Yeah, Marbazier probably has a like he's playing the same. Yes, Marbazier has a Let's Play going of it as well. It's not the same one as Sabouts is in though, because Sabouts is in like 4 different people and I know none of them are Marbazier. I would have recognized that. I love Marbazier. He's great. Very fun guy to watch. All right. Well, see now I wasted my extensions on building those things early. I guess I can wait a while. What's the reward? Yeah, the reward's not really all that great, anyways. I really screwed up my lumber delivery thing here. This is my lumber delivery train. Alexander asked if there are pirates in this game. I don't think so. But then again, I didn't think you could crash your trains, and I turned out I was wrong about that. So I suppose there could be sneaky pirates in here that come out of this lake and try to attack us. But I don't think there are. Oh, you know how I could achieve that thing with the stations is by building a passenger service over here. Not only would I achieve that thing, I would make some money. And these towns are so close, I don't even need to worry about building a passing lane or anything. We definitely should be able to just have 1 train do this very short line between those 2 stations. Let's put a depot in here. Like that. There we are. And look at that. People are already swarming to our stations. 4. Why not? Why not 5? It's probably too many. A little bit of overkill. But it's fun. I don't even need to give it orders because it's a very limited thing. So we're going to put a waiting room on this one. Oh my gosh, so many passengers. And we will put a waiting room on This one, right there, waiting room. Bam. Pretty much the whole town. Will that? No, didn't grab that other house. Very good. All right. So we should have... Oh, this gathers up the lumber from the lumber yard too. Oh, well. Oh, that makes more sense. Funak says, I couldn't remember what the expansion was called, so I said Stellaris thing. Yep. I think there are pirates in Stellaris. I'm not sure. Sly says, sorry about the phrase tap in. Nah, it's just I just didn't understand what you meant. I haven't seen on your channel, so I was assuming you haven't even tried, and tap in as a phrase to get started, get on board for that game. Okay, I'd never heard that before, so now I'm cooler than I was before. I've never done a Stellaris Let's Play. But I played it when it came out, and that was a long time ago, and that's the last time I played it. I'll be honest, I was a little underwhelmed with Stellaris. I definitely prefer Endless Space 2. Or Distant Worlds Universe. I wanted Stellaris to be so great because I like the developers, and I like the idea behind it and stuff, but it just didn't seem to live up to its potential. But then, like I said, I haven't played it since it was launched. I'm sure things have changed since then. Alexander asks if you can transfer contraband like plutonium or cigarettes from one city to another. Not that I've seen yet. We're about to go into another age, and we'll be able to start making iron and steel. But that's definitely not like plutonium and cigarettes and stuff. So I feel like I could redo, as a matter of fact, let's redo this. I'm going to redo this whole segment here. So that I kind of want to leave like it is. Let's see. How am I going to redo this whole segment here? This is our up one, right? And this is our down one. You go like that. And then so now I need to connect. I need to have an up one going into here. And I need to have a down one coming out of here. But I don't like that, actually. As a matter of fact, no, that's fine the way it is, I think. I might have to change it. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so you curve there. You curve there. Can I have you come out like that? No, but you can come... No. No. Like that? There we go. And you're going to come down there. And then we have the good old crossover. Like that. I may have overcomplicated this. Oh, that doesn't look good. What did I do wrong there? I think I did the problem of fixing something that wasn't broken. Alright, let's see. We have a signal. You're going up. You're going down. So those are fine. You're going up. You're going down. Block everybody there. And here we go up, and here we go down, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's enough room for the trains in between each of those signals. All right, that should work out fine. Timothy Baldwin, first off, hello Timothy, thank you for commenting. Says the modded versions seem to get more attention in Stellaris. Yeah, probably. I don't really use mods, but I mean that's kind of true with any game, that modded versions tend to get more attention, which is really great for my channel that doesn't use mods. Yeah, people like mods. Funak says, how am I making trains without steel? Illuminati. Well, I'm buying them, so I'm not making them. I don't know who's buying them. Maybe space aliens is where I'm getting them from. It's going to be really close to see if I can fit my trains. Trains are going to be able to fit in that little section there. I think they will. I guess we can find out as train number 7 comes up through here. I will just pause it. Well, that train definitely has no problem fitting in there, so that's not really like a super long train. Train 6, well, train 6 only has 4 cars on it. It should have no problem fitting in there. So yeah, 5 cars will not fit in there. Well, I guess I just will have to expand. Well, 5 cars might fit in there. Timothy says, I like your channel. I like no mods, and I like to play modded as well. Yeah. No, I didn't mean to sound too negative or anything, you know. But you know, mods are popular. That's all. That's all I'm saying. No mods popular too, and you know, people like hearing me talk and enjoy the fun things that I have to say and all that stuff. So, like I said, I'm not complaining. The channel's doing great. Very happy with how all that stuff is going. And yeah, I had to decide on a theme, you know, and that's my theme. Be true to myself. All right, we are very close to being able to go up to the next age, which is awesome. It'll be great to advance. Oh, look at that. Somehow we were able to get 2 trains to go through this section without blocking each other off. Quite understand how that worked. Oh, yeah. Well, Skystalker says, I mentioned before that I want to catch as many viewers as possible, so maybe take a look at ARMA or GTA. Very popular at the moment. Yeah, I mean, the number 1 priority for me is to play the games that I want to be playing. Number 2 priority is to play games that people want to watch. So, you know, I barely even know what ARMA is. That's like a first-person shooter, right? And Grand Theft Auto, yeah, you know. I mean, that's a fun enough game, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to do a Grand Theft Auto. Like, I want to be playing strategy games and stuff. So it's not like completely about trying to get the most viewers. I want to get the most viewers I can while staying within the proper parameters. Like I said, I probably should just like not even talk about it and just like focus. Now, why is this signal red? Everybody else has a green signal there, but they have a red signal. Doesn't make any sense. Are they going through that signal? No. So why is that signal red? Maybe I have it in the wrong spot. I'll just try moving it up 1. Like, it makes sense that it's red now, but once this train passes this signal, this one should turn green. There we go. Good. Okay. Alexander says he just noticed I have 3,000 subscribers. That's nice. Congratulations. Thank you, Alexander. Yeah, we hit 3,100 today, actually. So things are going pretty well. I'm very happy with it, and very fortunate that you guys are, that people are checking it out and enjoying it. And you know, Skystalker, I might actually look into that Grand Theft Auto thing. It wouldn't be a bad idea to, well, I don't know. Might be a bad idea to throw it in there. Because you definitely want to try to keep a good theme going. I'd hate to get like a bunch of new subscribers because of Grand Theft Auto and like they wouldn't want to watch any other videos that I make. So I just want to try to make videos that kind of, each video might appeal to everybody who's subscribed to your channel. White Dragon 1414. First off, hello, White Dragons. Says, hey, I think maybe some of your signals are close together, like the one just after the crossover going down on the third rail line. Don't think you're talking about this one. This one all seems to be working just fine. So you must be talking about this one. Do you mean like this one, maybe? I feel like the signals are all pretty good through here. And we've been focused on this section for quite a while. Like this one I think might be too close to that one for sure. But it seems to be working out okay. I'm not certain. I think I might be able to move this one onto this line, but it's a little confusing where you can get away with putting them or not. Now, oh, I see why this section is red. Now, every train that comes along this line is going to end up going up here, but they're not all going to end up going onto this branch here. Because I was thinking I could build a bridge over this, because this is definitely our bottleneck. Trying to get the trains through. White Dragon's 14. Yeah. So that signal, I agree. This one might be a little too close to the other one, but I haven't seen it cause any problems yet. I suppose I could, if I erase the depot here, I could have everything. No, I definitely would have to move this station back one. On the other hand, it's not like it's the end of the world to move that station back one. You know what? How about instead of worrying about that stuff, let's advance to the next era, because we have enough resources to do that. So there we go. Okay, Steam Age. Now we'll have to invest 200, 200, and 100 steel. And yeah, then we will enter the diesel era. So our first opportunity is to deliver iron and coal to any foundry. So, a lot of these towns now have post offices. There's an iron ore mine. So we would need to deliver iron and coal to a foundry. There's another iron ore mine there. There's a foundry, not in a very good spot. Tough to get to that one. There's a foundry there with iron ore and coal, so I definitely could get those foundries fed. And then you need to take the steel from the foundry to your tool works in order to turn it into things. White Dragon says, not sure about this game, but later in Train Fever, that light would sure cause problems. Absolutely. And it may in this one too. Unfortunately, the scale in this game makes it really hard to set your signals. Like in Transport Fever and stuff, there's just so much room. You can really set your signals carefully. In this one, it's hard to make your lanes long enough to be able to set your signals in there. So Oh, good. Oh, no, not so good. For some reason, I thought we had a post office in both these towns, but we don't. Do we have post offices in these two towns, but are they... They don't seem to be within the catchment area of our stations, unfortunately. Oh, all three of our towns have post offices. But yeah, none of them seem to be within the catchment areas. That's too bad. We could get some decent money by transporting the mail back and forth. Wow. So we have tons of passengers in this thing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to... We're going to pull our... pull this train off the line and replace it with one of our fancy new trains. So let's let this train deliver its passengers, and then when it leaves station 9 here, we'll send it to the depot. There we go. Oh, or we won't deliver our passengers, whatever. Who cares? All right, we're just going to sell off this entire thing. And now we have new engines available. So we have our, this one, which goes a little faster. Oh, I didn't really mean to buy it, but I guess we're going to. We can't afford this one yet anyways. And we also have these second-class passenger cars. Oh, they cost wood to buy, do they? Didn't really think about that. So we're just gonna have to wait till we build up some wood or lumber, whatever you want to call it, because we definitely want to have these cars. And we get lumber as we deliver lumber to the tool yard. There we go. There's a delivery right there that should get us some lumber. That's enough for one car. It's gonna take a while to get enough for second car, isn't it? Yep. You guys are talking about Railroad Tycoon, the classic 1990 Railroad Tycoon. I agree, that game was super fun. And Railroad Tycoon 2 is just as fun. I liked Railroad Tycoon 3 also. Not as much as Railroad Tycoon 2, but I still liked it quite a bit. Good game. All right. This, hopefully, we're going again. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what happened. OBS just crashed on me, which was very weird. Should be going again. Wow, that was weird stuff. Like my screen went black, my computer played a weird little noise. All my monitors flashed on and off. Good thing I switched over to OBS Studio, huh? Now can I, all those people that I was so gracious and saying thank you to earlier, can I now condemn all of you for steering me wrong? Oh, Foxy, I don't know if I told you, but the guys, they convinced me to upgrade to OBS Studio instead of just standard OBS. And outside of the crash that we just experienced here, I have no complaints. I actually like OBS Studio a lot more so far. So I was just using straight up OBS as opposed to OBS Studio. So I don't know if you use OBS Studio or not, but I like it, and I would recommend giving it a try. I was... it seems like more modern. Yeah, it's hard to explain what's better about it, but like, I mean, you can adjust your volume on the fly. Yeah, it just seems more modern. Yeah. Yeah, setting up the game capture stuff was a lot easier than it was in the old one. White dragons. I got a pretty good computer. I shouldn't be having any problems like this, to be honest. All right, let's start this train back up because it's been just sitting there for too long. These poor passengers probably wondering. They're like, where's my train? I want to get going. But I do want to get more cars in here. Looks like I'd be able to fit probably 2 more of those passenger cars on this train. Foxy says, oh, I think maybe I already use it. Well, I do know that the settings page looks considerably different on OBS Studio. So like when I showed you my settings page a couple of weeks ago, if it looks a lot different than your settings page, then yes. But if it looked the same as your settings page, then you're probably not using OBS Studio. I don't know. One thing I think that's really neat about OBS Studio is it will show me the screen capture and stuff even when I'm not recording. So like if I just have it running while I'm waiting around to start recording, I can still look over and see what it's going to look like when it records. But yeah, you may already be using it. I, for some reason, was just like in the past. I'm always living in the past. Story of my life. All right, I still want to try to get one more of these second-class passenger cars. Then maybe we can get caught up on our passenger service over here. But we are not. Oh, another thing I can do here is I can repay our loan. You start out with a $1,000 loan. Not that the interest is really that much, but Skystalker23 says those click noises in game are so annoying. You mean that click noise? That's the noise that it makes when a train arrives. I agree, it is annoying, especially now that we're getting a bunch of them. Ah, you go to the station. Go to the depot. Alright, start back up. Alright, 3 of those should be enough. Train 10 was stuck at a signal, but that was a short-term problem. Alright, so why are we having this signal problem here? There's no reason that this train can't go through. No reason this train shouldn't be able to go through this signal right now. This is open, and this is open, which is all that really matters. Weird. Why would that be what matters? Alright, well, it solved it anyways, so I guess I don't need to worry about it now. White Dragon says, I gotta say new gaming laptops are running cool and I don't see a huge downgrade if I use regular settings. Yeah, I've never owned a laptop. Like, I use desktops. I love it. I used to use a laptop for work, which, you know, was fine. But I absolutely prefer a desktop for just day-to-day, you know, using my computer and stuff. I don't know what I would do without one. Sky says I can just call him Sky if I want. Don't need to waste time for the whole name. Well, thank you. I don't really... But yes, it's fine. Oh. No, I do have the signal. I was like, how did I forget to put those signals on there? But I didn't. Don't seem to have... Like, trains aren't bottlenecking here like I thought they might. They were briefly for a little while, but it seems like they've all kind of cleared themselves out. The coal is still accumulating here. I probably ought to add a couple more, or maybe even upgrade this train to a different type of coal train. White Dragon raises a good point. If I was out on the road, I would definitely need a laptop. I mean, you know, I like to travel and stuff, but not so much so that I would need a computer. But if I had to travel a lot, I would definitely have to get a laptop. Mr. Tim Motto says, this reminds him of Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Well, that's good to know. It is reminiscent of that game for sure. Yeah. I think that is kind of the idea, is to appeal to the people who enjoyed Transport Tycoon Deluxe. That's definitely what appealed to me about it. And also I love trains. So just the very idea of trains appeals to me too. But you know, Transport Tycoon Deluxe is kind of a train game. I just noticed that Steam, or not Steam, but YouTube has merged the stream back together, which is good. Hopefully, in the recording, I'm not sure what it's going to do for that gap in the middle. If it's just going to jump, just like blend the two together or something in the gap. But that's good that it's not going to put it up as like two different recordings. All right, do we have a foundry up here? We have iron and coal up here. No foundry. Iron and coal right next to each other. There, that's awesome. We have a foundry near there. There is a foundry near there. Great. Now, this foundry, do I have a tool plant? I mean, I kind of do up there. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's get this foundry thing going. Oh. Station. Like that. And a station up here. Oh. I could do it in the same line even. Like that. Easy. Alright, does that... Okay, and it does gather both. So we run a train line. Like that. And I will split you off there. There. And we're just going to run you all the way up to the top. I'm not even going to mess around this time around. There we are. Signals. Very rudimentary signals for now. That one is blocked off, so I'm just going to put a depot on this end. There we go. And we're going to do an engine, and we'll do one of these bad boys with, how about 3 and 3? Wow. So these... Oh no, they cost money. Never mind. I was like, these cost steel to carry steel? How does that work? But that's not the case. All right. So there's our train. Let's go ahead and give it orders. It's not really necessary to give it orders at this point, but it will be because we're going to branch this off in the middle. There we go. Start. And we will need to deliver to the toolworks. Is there a different toolworks we could deliver to? No. There's this one up here, but it doesn't seem any more convenient. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like right in here. And then this one would come down like that. Alright. And signals up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I quite did that right. I need to go from this square. Alright, that because the signals were too close. on this one. There we go. Up, down, up, down. Actually, I don't think that one's going to work either. And where are we going? We are going up to here, right? So it's going to be a little curvy, but that's okay. We can deal with that. And you're going to stay on that diagonal quite a ways, I would say. How about to there? Very good. Very expensive, but that's also all right. It's going to make it worth our while with all the steel that we'll be delivering. And in theory, we can incorporate some other lines onto here because this is going to a tool thingy, which is, yeah. Didn't quite need that to be as long as it was. But this might actually end up being a busy junction here. So, and then I would need one more like that. Great, okay. So station, there we are. And some very basic signals to start with. We've got that one there and that one there. And then we'll just put some at the very end over here as a long track. Like that, and like that. And then now we're going to need some signals in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signal. Yeah, I can't really split that one at all. But are the trains going to be coming down here? Yeah, this is where you take the coal and turns it into steel. Very good. So, we go engine, one of these guys, and then we go wagons, and like 4 of these. Oh my gosh, capacity of 4. Do not carry very much. I think we can manage 5. I hope so. And you will go from here. I say from here to here and start. That's all it should take. Let's see. Did I have it work properly? Looks like I could have fit several more vehicles on here. So you know what? Stop, reverse, go to depot. I'm gonna throw, I'd say at least 2 more cars onto there. And that's these guys, right? Yeah. I should be able to handle that. Okay, start. Let's try it again. Get that train into the station. Oh yeah, easy. With the... okay, so I didn't need those cars at the very start, but I will need them. Because a capacity of 28 on a giant train like that, like this thing brings in, you know, however much, it brings in a ton. Oh, look at that. You don't want to have a disproportionate amount of iron to coal, huh? Train 7 has been stuck at a signal. Are we still having the problem with this signal? What is going on down here? Why will this signal not turn green? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe if I put that right there. we'll see. But yeah, that really didn't make any sense why this signal would stay red while all the signals leading into this junction were green. But looked like maybe that's a different way to make the junctions work. So I wonder, could I put a signal in here that goes like that and one there that goes like that? Maybe then I can have trains pass on both sides of this, even though... Nope, did not change anything. As a matter of fact, probably would create the potential for a roadblock, so I'm gonna erase those. Too bad. Alright, let's watch this train work its way through the... Oh, no, this is just the little one, so... I don't need to worry about that. I guess what I need to... not that I really need to worry, you know, but what I should be thinking about is the trains that carry coal up. Speaking of... What's the deal with the trains carrying coal? I can close all these things. I know, train's been waiting at signals. I got it. Train 9's probably going to give me that message too. How's our... Oh, looks like we are getting some steel delivered. Don't really have too much stuff piling up here. But I probably ought to send this guy to the station or to the depot and throw on a few more coal cars. There's plenty of room for more cars on there because it's carrying too much iron and not enough coal. I don't need to use my arrow keys. I can just follow it this way. Oh, this other locomotive is so much faster. Wait a minute, it's the same style of locomotive. Oh, well that answers my question. So trains run slower when they are full and they run faster when they're empty, which I suspected, but it's not always the case. That wasn't the case with Transport Fever for a while. They fixed it, but at first it wasn't. All right, so we'll unload this and then we will send it to the depot. All right, head to the depot, and you're going to pick up more coal cars, yes. And I should be able to, actually I should be able to balance things out, because I should be able to add 2 more coal wagons. Or I could upgrade, nah, that should be fine. Because now I should have a capacity of 30 and 30. White Dragon says, if I want to make signals not block switches as possible, you can have major blockages. Think of between signals as blocks. Only one train can be in that block at a time. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you're getting at. White Dragon. So like you're saying I should make this a signal instead of a one-way signal? See, I mean, I get what you're saying, right? Only one train can be in the block, right? Only one train can be in this block at a time, but there's no trains in this block. So why can this train not go through? Oh, and now why can it go through? Because that train just burned through it. So like something was wrong there. Was it holding this open so that train could go through? But I don't know how having this be a... nope, that's not what I wanted to do. How having this be a signal, I guess, is what you're saying. I don't really know how that would be better. White Dragon says, try not to have signals after the switch. Not much after the switch. Well, if I don't have a signal here and I only have this signal here, then this whole thing will be blocked off until that train goes through that signal. So I have a signal here, so when the train goes through the switch, like it goes into this block, and that should open up this block. Keep in mind there's like a 20 or 30 second delay between when you type in the chat and when I see it. Or between when I read something that you typed in the chat and when you see it in the recording. So it's very difficult for us to communicate directly this way because, you know, you could type something and you're responding to something that I said 20 seconds ago and I don't remember what it was that I said. So I don't know how... Like if I got rid of this switch here, that means that this block wouldn't open up for that train to go into there. So I kind of need to have that switch there. And we'll take a look here. I'll show you. So like this is red because this train's within this block. But this is still red because this train is still within that block. So now this doesn't turn green till after this train goes through there. Whereas if I have this signal here, this will turn green as soon as this train goes through this signal completely. Then the trains will be able to move up into there. Many. Exactly, Many. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, and White Dragon says that Many knows what he's talking about. So I guess we all know what everybody's talking about. But speaking of knowing everything and not knowing and all that stuff, guys, we have reached 4 o'clock. That means it is time for the end of our stream. I've had so much fun with this, and I hope you guys have had a lot of fun too. Despite the confusion and weird breakdown that we had in the middle there. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This really has been a lot of fun. I'm going to save this as our stream. So we could actually pick this back up for our next stream, because I have a feeling I'm going to stream this again real soon. As a matter of fact, let's see, what is today? Today is... Oh, I get what you're saying, White Dragons. Yeah, maybe. I'll play around with it. Today's Friday, right? Yes, it's Friday. So I will stream again on Sunday, and we'll stream more Mashinky on Sunday. So Sunday at 2 o'clock, same time of day, and we will continue this game then. Again, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you've had a great time. Mashinky will be available on Steam 2 weeks from today on whatever that day is, Friday, October 5th or 6th. It'll be available on October 6th, and it's going to be €23. I don't know how many dollars it's going to be. I haven't looked up the price, but I would guess it's going to be about $20 to $25. I hope you guys have all had fun. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm probably going to hang out in the Discord a little bit. If you want to stop over in the Discord, you can find a link to that in the video description if you aren't there. It's weird when you go back to the main screen, the main menu stuff isn't there anymore. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye.